All right, welcome back to the Literally Same podcast. This is Allie. I'm here with Nat and Kay, as always.
Hey.
We hope you are all having a fabulous Monday so far. Thank you so much for listening. And yeah, we're excited. We have a fun episode for you guys today. We're going to be reacting to like weird and interesting Reddit threads. So Natalie is the queen of Reddit. Anytime you want to snoop on a situation or just curious about something, Natalie always comes in with like, I saw on Reddit that blah, blah, blah. It's where she gets all her info from.
That's where all the tea is.
Yep. So we didn't do life updates last episode. Should we do some life updates if we have any?
Let's do it.
Sure. I don't know if I have any.
I have one. Should I start?
Yeah.
I had my doctor's appointment, and about just, I've been going to the doctor for my cyst and everything. And it's funny saying my cyst, like it's like my child.
My part sister.
Of you. Yeah. That's what people on TikTok, there's like a whole PCOS community on TikTok, and they call each other sisters, spelled CYSTERS.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
But I kind of don't claim that energy.
Yeah, no.
But I'm officially scheduled for surgery on August 4th. So pretty soon they're going to remove the cyst. They're going to check for endometriosis. They still can't like definitively rule out cancer, but when they go in for the surgery, they will do a biopsy of it. But my doctor is still very optimistic that it's not cancer, just based off of, like my labs and everything. All of my labs looked pretty good except for one was elevated. That could be an indicator of ovarian cancer, but it can also be an indicator of endometriosis, which is what they think is going on. So yeah, I'm still hopeful and optimistic and honestly excited to get that sucker out of me.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'll update you guys about all of that after surgery. It's already 2 weeks away.
Wow, that came
2
fast.
weeks? July went by so fast.
Too fast.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Almost. 2.5.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I only have my life update is I start back to school on August 15th.
Mm-hmm.
So July really went way too fast.
You
It
have
was
like
terrible.
a month left.
Yes, which is not a long time.
I don't think I have one. I'm just living my life.
You're just vibing.
Mm-hmm.
Just vibing. Love that. Love to hear that.
I had a favorite and I already
Oh,
forgot.
I have a favorite.
Oh, tell me.
Me and Xavier started watching The Amazing Race.
A throwback.
My gosh, it's so good.
That is a throwback.
I haven't heard that show
Yeah,
in a
they
long
have
time.
all the seasons on Hulu, but we started watching the most recent season. I think it's like 32.
Holy shiz.
Yeah. It's so good though, and since we watched it together, I can't watch it like without him.
It's the
So
worst.
annoying because I want to know what happens, but so yeah, but it's really good. And then I tried to start another season without him, but like since I'm invested in this season, the other one didn't like grab me as much, so but yeah, it's so good. I want to do it.
Yes.
I feel like I'm sure everyone thinks this, but I feel like it's not that hard. I just would need to like work on running a little bit. Like
What is the premise even? I haven't seen it in so long.
they pretty much all start at the same starting point, and then you like have to do a challenge, and then you get a clue for your next thing. Not even a clue. It tells you exactly what to do. It's not like a mystery, but it'll be like, go here, blah, 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 blah. And it's just a race, but you're going across like the world. So like after you finish like one leg of the race, it'll be like fly to Brazil, blah, 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 which obviously they coordinate your flights for you. It's not like you're like scrambling to find a flight and stuff. But every week, or not week, every episode, whoever is the last to finish is eliminated. So it's like process of elimination, and you have to do all these like fun / weird things like puzzles or like like rappelling, or I don't know, it's like all sorts of different things. Learn a dance, teach a yoga, like
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's the challenges are very like a big variety, but none of them seem like extremely hard. Like I think a regular person could do any of it.
They're not like physically taxing.
Yeah,
on a
it's not like
person.
you have to be a bodybuilder to do this. Like some
Oh my
old
gosh.
people go on it. Like it'll
Oh,
be like
wow.
a father and son or something. But yeah, it looks really fun, and everyone on the show is like, "This is much harder than it looks." So I'm sure it is, but it looks fun. I would do it if I trained. I would just need to get like, because sometimes they kind of have to run like far.
Yeah, run a lot.
So you would just need to be like physically fit, but not like extremely, you know?
Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking it was like Survivor. Like super intense.
It is intense, like the race, and there's things like where you can yield other groups, kind of like Survivor, you know, where you can like, I don't know, like use things to mess people up. There's stuff like that, but it's not as like intense as Survivor.
I have a TV favorite too, and mine is The Summer I Turned Pretty. You watched it right now.
I need to watch it. I know
Yes.
it's right up my alley.
I finished it in like less than 24 hours. I
Oh,
literally
yeah.
woke up at like 7 a.m. yesterday to finish it. I
I
had 2
love
episodes
that.
left. It was
So
so good.
good.
I've seen better acting in my life.
Oh yeah, very cheesy.
Yes.
Teeny bopper show.
Yes, teeny bopper cheesy, but still, I just feel like any girl
Precious.
would just love it.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like when it's the right storyline, you can get over the acting. That's how it
Yes.
was with me for the Lincoln Lawyer. It was kind of cheesy, but like,
The storyline was good.
yeah.
Yep. I recommend it. It's a great summer watch too.
Yes.
Like it's just a vibe. It was so fun. And it's kind of one of those shows that I wish I didn't get through it so fast. Like I wish I
And-
would have spaced it out.
it's like every girl, like every teenage girl's dream when it's like their crush likes them back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spoiler, sorry. But like every girl's dream. Like wow. The older friend like likes her back.
Yeah, have you seen that movie with Bella
Thorn.
And she has like
No.
the sun sickness, like she'll die if she's in the sunlight.
Oh, I've heard of this. I
And
never
so
saw it.
she had to like stay inside her whole life, and she always saw her neighbor boy out the window and had a crush on him pretty much her entire life. And then when they're teenagers and they graduate high school, he likes her. It was just so sweet because it was
Wow.
like her dream come true. But
Dream.
Love that.
I can't remember if she dies or not. But
Yeah,
'Cause
just
she's
have to
sick,
watch
so-
it.
yeah. Yeah. I know. I want to watch The Summer I Turned Pretty, but there's also books, and so I've been debating, do I want to read it first? Because if I know the story, then I can't focus on the books. Like, I have to not know what's going to happen in a book.
The show made me want to read the books, and I do not like fiction at all.
Oh, I love fiction.
So I actually could not. I was probably like 7 the last time I read a fiction book. So, but the series kind of made me want to read it.
Speaking of fiction, I finished a book for probably the first time since high school. I finished the first. I don't know if I mentioned this. Did I mention this?
That you were reading?
I was
Narnia?
reading
Yeah.
Narnia. Did I mention that I finished the first one?
No.
I finished the first one, and it was delightful. That'll be my fave. I watched the movie when I was a kid, obviously. I think all of us did. But the book is just so good because you but you read their internal thoughts, which in movies you don't really get to experience that. But in the book, you just get to see a whole different side of the story. And I just loved it, and I finished it. And I was very proud of myself. So I started on the second one, the Prince Caspian.
Finishing a book is exhilarating.
It
I don't finish
is.
them often.
I should get The Summer I Turned Pretty on my Kindle. It's just dead, and I don't know where the charger is, but
I want to get a Kindle.
I really like it.
I feel like I'd read more.
I also left it in my trunk for like
Ooh,
a month,
get spicy back
so
there.
I'm scared. I hope it's not broken.
There's something about the actual book to me. I don't know if I could do a
I
Kindle.
felt that way too. I was so anti-Kindle, but the game changer for me is like you can lay down and read it, or like books are so uncomfortable. Like you can't.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like you can't get comfortable with how you have to like hold a book and turn the pages, but the Kindle, I just ended up really liking it. and you can like highlight stuff, because I like to highlight in books sometimes too.
Yes.
And I don't know. Oh, the best part of it is that if you don't know a word, you can just hold it down and it gives you the definition. Because I
that's
find when I
nice.
read books, I'm constantly looking up definitions, like Googling
What does that
them.
mean? Yeah.
Because authors just have a bigger vocabulary than little old me.
What a great way to
Aw,
learn,
that's-
too.
Yeah, love it.
I love it.
I do have a review from a listener that I want to read real fast.
So
A
nice.
sweet review. So I believe this is from a gal named Bailey. It's an Apple like username. So you know how sometimes you can't always tell, but I'm pretty sure the name is Bailey. And it says, "This podcast is a definite must listen. The girls are real, honest, and fun. Their joy is tangible, and their wisdom is beyond their years."
So
sweet.
nice.
Thank you so much, Bailey, for your review. It really means a lot to us.
So much.
It does. When people leave reviews, it blows my mind.
I'm
Like,
literally
what?
shook every time.
Yeah, same.
Or I don't know if you guys think this, but sometimes I'll think like, oh yeah, that's about them. Like I don't include myself.
Oh, never. You're a part.
It feels
LOL.
very weird. It's very much, it's giving imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
Like,
wait, who are they talking about?
Me?
It's like I'm reading a review about somebody else.
Yeah.
Like, I do not take ownership.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on
Exactly. I have imposter syndrome to the max.
that. Same. Well, this week, like Allie said, we're talking about Reddit. Weird Reddit posts. And Reddit, I have always known about it, but I didn't ever... I downloaded it this past year. I had never known what it was. And then it just seemed like every time I was trying to get the tea on something, it was always a Reddit post. And I'm like, I just need to download the app. And so I downloaded the app, and truly, you will never get the tea anywhere else. It's like where everybody is. It's almost like the word version of TikTok.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
I agree.
You know what I
It's
mean?
a great way of putting it.
You are such a tea finder too.
You
Like I don't
are.
know anybody that
I don't know if this is good or
wants
bad.
the info more than you.
I just like it's like a thing where I have to know.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to know.
Yeah.
And that's probably not good. It's probably bad.
No, I'm like
I'm the same way.
so nosy.
I'm a
I just-
chismosa.
Yeah, I am. Gennaro calls me chismosa all the time. That means like nosy girl in Spanish.
Yeah, I'm so nosy about everything. I'm like, and it's not even to gossip. It's just I need to personally know.
And I feel like
I need to
guys are
know.
like, why? And I'm like, because, okay.
Because why not?
they judge us.
why
They're like,
not?
it's not your
Exactly.
business. I'm
I
like,
know.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's what Gennaro would be like.
I'm not like gonna tell anyone. I just want to know.
Yeah, seriously, we just don't like to left things in the unknown.
Yeah, I'm like,
Can you blame
How?
us?
I saw someone's TikTok. Let me know if this is crossing the line. But I saw someone's TikTok where they're like, when I die, like, tell people how I died on whenever you post, like, on it, Facebook, like, R.I.P. Kate. Like, tell people how. Because she's like, everyone always, like someone will die. And it's like, what happened?
It's a mystery.
And I'm like, that is so true. Like,
it is. That's
nobody
so
ever
true.
says it, but she was just saying that she's so nosy that she's like, when I die, just tell people so that they don't have to like
Go searching.
Because she's like, every time someone dies, I go searching, like trying to find the story. And I'm like, yeah, that is so true. Like sometimes someone that you knew like years ago passes away and you're like, what happened? Like you never really figure it out.
Yeah. I'm like, I mean, maybe this is controversial, but when influencers, when something bad happens to them or just like an event in their life and they're just hush hush about it, it just drives me absolutely bonkers.
like they still allude to the fact that
Yes,
something's going on.
Exactly. Like they want you to know that something's going on, but they won't tell you. I'm like, then why would you even
Yeah,
say
to
anything?
me, I'm like, just
Just don't say anything.
And I feel like they'll get on there and be like, I'm sorry, I've been like distant, but
Yes.
something's going on. I'm like, you don't owe us an explanation. Just
Yes,
don't say
just
anything.
don't say anything. Because I'm like, okay, you obviously want the attention enough to say something's going on, but you won't say it.
Which that's why I love Danny Austin, because if something's going on, she'll just say what's going on.
Yes. It's just
I
real.
agree. Like when they're like, I just like have stuff going on. I'm like,
Then what is it?
we would have assumed that if you didn't post. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like they do just want
they want the attention.
I don't know. I'm feeling mean today.
I
I need to reel it back.
Snappy.
Yeah, I'm just like, if we ever like make it and something bad happens to us, I'm gonna say it. Like,
Or we're
literally.
going to say nothing.
And
Yes.
yes, and I feel like you kind of sign up to say something if you allude to anything.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
kind of
Well,
like,
it's like
especially
it's like,
influencers. I'm all, your literal job is to share your life.
Literally.
So,
So don't.
which
say
I
anything at all,
understand,
or say
everyone
it.
has a right to a private life too. So
totally.
Yeah,
But
I just
But
don't
that's why
say
don't
anything.
say
But we're just
anything.
saying, yeah, like you're what's that called? Like crumbing or something?
like,
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Like they're just leaving you little crumbs
Yes.
to make you like I don't know.
like
Curious.
clickbait,
yeah,
like-
yeah.
or like, you know what I mean, right?
Yes.
When I say that, yeah.
Yeah, because that's when I honestly first was on Reddit. Was
Breadcrumbing. Is that what it's called?
Oh, that makes
I
sense.
I've
have
never
no
heard
clue.
that, but it makes sense.
Well, that's our new thing, breadcrumbing.
Yeah.
It just seems that was the first time I went on Reddit was because there was an influencer and something was going on in their lives and they were like being so
So
open.
cryptic.
Yes, so cryptic and weird. And I was like, well, what's going on? And so then that's when I was on Reddit.
Like posting like crying pictures.
yes. And
like-
I'm
I
literally
hate when
confused.
people do that.
Me too. I have never taken a picture of myself crying.
That's
Or,
such
like,
a Gen
a
Z
video
thing,
crying?
though.
It is.
They'll like post them on Instagram.
I know, even guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
That's the last thing I'm
Is this
thinking
what
about.
we do now?
Guys can cry too, but I'm just saying, like,
Don't post about it. That's weird.
I saw some girl. It was a TikTok, and she was like, "If you recorded yourself crying, ain't nothing wrong with you."
Literally, I'm like,
I'm like, that is kind of true.
it's so true. So that's how I first got on Reddit, and that was just a little side note. Sorry, I did get a little spicy. I'm just very passionate about
I know.
that.
We're nice people. Okay?
We are nice, but just. So I'm gonna be reading weird Reddit posts, and there was actually a thread called "The Weirdest Reddit Posts" on Reddit. So
I'm
that's
excited.
hilarious. This is probably, I think this is my favorite one because it's so weird. Okay, it says it is a subreddit dedicated to the fetish of a man of women with their legs painted yellow.
What?
It says.
It's giving Minion.
Ew, I'm thinking like you're sick.
And
You know
it
when your
says-
skin
oh, like
is yellow?
jaundice?
Yeah.
It's giving jaundice. And it says, not the torso, not the feet, just the legs, and specifically the color yellow. It is named Fed Legs.
What? There is really something out there for everyone.
And it says, it's called Fed Legs because the fictional process for getting their legs yellowed is known as feeding the legs. All in all, a very benign fetish, but the lore of the creator is what I think makes this a real contender. Is that the weirdest thing you've ever heard?
Fictional, like, is it from a story or something?
I don't know. I'm assuming.
That's
Isn't
weird.
that
I don't
wild?
know why it's making me think like dead people, but they're not yellow, right? They're gray.
Yeah. That is probably one
Ugh,
of the
that
most
is
bizarre things I've
weird.
ever heard.
I
Isn't
guess
that-
it is like harmless, how they were saying, like benign, but I just think if you've got a strange fetish like that,
Something's going on.
yeah, alarms are going on for
you're
me.
cuckoo
Like,
for Cocoa Puffs.
that is
Yeah.
weird.
It's weird.
And how, I would just love to know how that even came to fruition. Like, what? And does he seek people out? Like, hey, can you
Hey,
paint
paint
your
your
yeggs? Your yeggs. Paint your yeggs yellow. Will you paint your legs yellow for me? I'll pay you $200.
Ew.
Like,
And your entire leg. Like, that would take a long time.
yeah.
What if you found out that like your husband had some crazy fetish?
I definitely asked before marriage. I was like, okay, we need to get this.
Yeah, that's definitely a before marriage conversation. I saw this girl post on Scrubbing In that she was dating this guy and everything like was great. She like it only been like 6 months, but she really liked him. And he like came forward about his fetishes, and one was
Oh my gosh.
one of them was not that big of a deal, but one of them was like wearing a diaper. Like him
Stop.
he liked to wear a diaper.
No. You're kidding.
and use and go to the restroom in it. And she was like, "Is this concerning? Like, it gives me pedophile vibes." And people
Oh,
were
I
like,
didn't even think
did
about
not. Yep,
that.
I
yeah,
didn't even
and
think.
people were like, "Yeah, that's like." A lot of people were saying that usually comes from him being like trauma in his, like he
When
could
he
have
was a
been
young
assaulted
kid.
when he was a kid, and that's why he like
Oh
that's
my
commonly a
gosh.
thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But that would absolutely. Oh, I know the other one. I don't think I should say it on here. I just remembered it.
This is the same guy.
Yeah. But she was like, I don't know, like, how I should feel about these. And people were like, definitely
Red flag.
run. Yeah. Like, the diaper one is a major red flag. And I was like, I wouldn't even be. I could never look at him the same after knowing that.
Like the
But-
fact that she's even just kind of considering staying with him, I'd be like, heck no.
Yeah, that'd be the ick instantly.
Oh,
Oh, hands down.
Honestly, I think any fetish would give me the ick. Just like that you're into something.
Yeah.
I'd be like, ugh. Weird.
What classifies something as a fetish as opposed to something that you just like?
I think if it's like
Like
Sexual.
off the wall.
off the wall and like sexual, right? Like that's what a fetish is.
yeah.
But like you could like something sexually that's not off the wall. Is that a fetish?
I feel
don't
like
know.
a fetish is something out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary.
I don't know. Should we Google it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
Google
Google
it.
Google what a fetish is.
Because I feel like I've never really thought that much into fetishes before.
It was like
I know,
definitely
like,
a fear
what
of
is a
mine.
healthy fetish? I
I can't
think
think
I'd
of
feel
one.
Oh,
weird
okay.
about anything.
Yes.
This is the definition. A form of sexual desire in which gratification is linked to an abnormal degree to a
Okay.
particular object, item of clothing, part of the body. Or also, number 2, an inanimate object worshipped for its supposed magical powers.
Whoa.
Interesting. But
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. I feel like it's like something weird.
Yeah, it has to be weird. That was definitely like a fear. I was like an irrational fear. I'm like, what if I marry somebody who has like a weird fetish?
Yeah.
I'd be like, Lord.
I feel like you'd know by now.
Oh yeah, praise God, I did. Trent does not have a fetish. Just letting everybody know.
Oh man, that is crazy.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, fetishes are
Freaky.
strange. Okay, the next one is okay. I liked this one the best, I think. Okay, it is the weirdest thing, and I don't know if it's real or fake, but it's called Fat People Stories, and it's mean. It's like, so I'll read the beginning. It's like a bunch of stories, and the title of this one is called "I'm So Triggered." And it says, so I'm living with 2 roommates. They are both fat, and when they walk, I can hear the floor shaking. Like, it's just, and it's like long. It's this whole thing about them venting about, like,
they're
they're
just fat shaming.
yes, it's all fat shaming.
Well, fat phobic is like a real thing.
And
That
that's like
is
when they're
so
afraid of fat
mean.
people.
Yeah, kind of. Well, same idea as like homophobic.
I think just like intolerant.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
intolerant.
That's awful.
Isn't that mean?
People just put it all out there. Does this person like give their name?
No, like Reddit is all, it's almost all
Anonymous?
anonymous. Yeah. You just come up with like a random username. Yeah.
That is crazy. And they just felt the need to get it out there.
What did they say? Read it.
Okay, I'll read it. It says, one of them even walks a little bit like a man by okay, that's a little weird. Well, I'll read it. It's not bad. One of them even walks a little bit like a man by spreading her legs when she walks.
What?
They always occupy the kitchen to cook for an hour. Yes, an hour. To cook lunch.
Like
for
that's an
dinner.
abnormal
Yeah,
time.
literally. To cook lunch and dinner even longer. Meanwhile, I literally take 5 minutes to cook an egg and cut an avocado. Every time when
Sounds
they...
like you have an eating disorder.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
What? Every time when they have their period, there's a blood stamp from their fat bodies on the toilet seat. And they just keep it until I will clean it, or when I call them out, they act like they didn't see it. Also, throwing their pads, why are they talking about this? Open in the little trash can so I can enjoy their bloody pad while peeing. Great.
What does that have to do with
I
being
know.
I was
fat?
gonna say that has nothing to do with being fat. That just sounds like
She's
poor
just a
hygiene.
hater.
They eat so much, the toilet is occupied for hours throughout the day. Doesn't that mean your diet is so bad? It literally disgusts me. Sometimes they cook so spicy, I have to run through the hallway to open a door to not create some lung disease.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
gosh.
gosh.
Okay, this person is reaching.
Over her. I am
Yeah.
assuming it's a girl.
It is so long. It continues. Like, I screenshotted this and it still goes. It's so
oh my
long.
gosh.
Isn't that wild?
She sounds like a Karen to the max.
Oh, me, like, awful.
Obviously, you wouldn't want your roommate to be like non-hygienic, but none of that has anything to do with being fat.
No, all of that has to do with,
And
them having
cooking for an
hygiene
hour
issues.
is normal.
The only
Yeah.
justified thing in there was the open pads and the blood on the toilet
yeah,
seat.
I agree.
But that has nothing to do with them being fat.
Yeah.
But I feel like she just doesn't like her roommates, and so she's just like,
complaining
going
about everything.
on about
Like,
them
yeah,
being fat.
get new roommates, gal.
gosh, that's insane.
Isn't that insane? And I thought it was kind of like a joke at first, but there's like all these people venting about fat people.
How sad.
Isn't that sad?
That
Maybe I
is
have it wrong,
sad.
but that's what it looks like. So the next one is pretty like everybody seems to be talking about it right now, especially on TikTok. Is
Oh,
a
it's
Reddit
trending?
page? Yeah, is Ren Eleanor,
Yes.
the little girl. And I looked her up on Reddit because I was curious to see if there was anything out there about her. And there's a whole Reddit about like child exploitation about her. So if you don't know, Ren Eleanor is this precious, beautiful little girl. I don't know how old she is or anything, but her mom.
She looks like 3 or 4, maybe.
Oh, okay. Her mom posts, I think she's like a single mom, and she posts TikToks of her little girl. And I've seen her on my For You page, and it's like, oh, this cute little girl. But I guess it's gotten
To
out
us,
of
it's
yeah,
like
to us.
sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess now it's gotten really out of hand.
Yeah, like I had seen that because I saw like a video with the little word picture on it that said like "Save Ren Eleanor," and I was like, what the heck happened? But I guess some of her videos were like added to or like posted on child porn websites. And there's like men in the comments like with hard eyes or like saying
So
weird
terrible.
creepy things. And the like everyone is flipping out because the mom isn't doing anything about it. Like she's leaving up all the videos, she hasn't addressed it or anything. And it's like a widely known thing now on TikTok. So there's no way that the mom is like unaware. And I am just mind boggled. I would delete everything. Like I would delete the whole account. Like
I'd be private, comments off, delete.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So fast.
You'd never see my little girl again.
yeah, and like I mean I don't know. I haven't seen her say anything, but it seems like she's not bothered. I don't know. I wanted to like try and find the mom's Instagram to see if she said anything like on her
there.
stories or something. But
So what have people on Reddit been like? What have they been saying about it?
I just screenshotted the top, but it's basically it's a whole Reddit thread just dedicated to like discussing how she's being exploited. So it's just like people, I think, like posting pictures and like posting like, screenshots of like creepy guys that are commenting and stuff. And I don't know, I think that's all. I think it's
And if you
just
think
all that.
about it, she's only posting videos of her daughter. She literally is exploiting her. And I saw
Yeah.
this one girl talking about it, saying that there's like no labor laws
Oh,
about
yeah.
like child like actors or actresses, and she's not an
oh, like
actress.
on the internet.
Like there's no laws protecting children from like their parents making money off of them.
Dang,
And
that's true. I never
yeah,
thought about
because it
that.
hasn't like children making their parents money on social media is a new thing. So there's there's nothing to like regulate it yet.
yeah. And
Yeah.
but it's like, and it's tricky too, because I think about it and I'm like, so where is the line drawn? Because it's a parent's job to make decision for their children up into a certain age, you know, and when your child's so young. But it's like at the same time, it's like, okay, obviously weird things are happening. So I don't know. It just solidified seeing all this, because I've been seeing stuff about this for a while on TikTok, has just solidified my like or decision that I've already made to like not like share my children one day in like a super public way, you know.
Yeah.
I think I'll share them on like my private Instagram that like I've looked through every single person that follows me on my own personal Instagram, and like I only let people who follow me that I've like met before. So
That's what I
trust.
want to do too.
yes, and so that I know aren't like creeps, you know.
Yeah, totally. Because
No.
we talked about that a few weeks ago, I think, on the
Yeah,
pod.
we did talk about that, how I mentioned we just talked about our thoughts on sharing kids on social media, but this just really
Oh, yeah.
solidified my stance.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
with you.
terrible.
And she's not the only one. There's like other like weird creeps. Like I saw this one girl talking about, it was a mom, and she came across this guy's TikTok and like Pinterest, and he had like photos saved of like little kids, and if you go to his TikTok page, one of his videos is like best place to find child porn.
Holy
And
crap.
I'm so boggled that like TikTok will delete the most random videos or
But not
report the
that.
most random accounts. But then there's stuff like
but
that.
then there's stuff
on
like
there.
that, and it's just like it like makes me so mad.
Like people get banned on TikTok for like wearing a bikini or
Oh,
something.
yeah, like dumb.
Like
dumb
yeah,
stuff.
like they're at the beach. It's not like they're like, oh, you know,
Like
beach some type of way.
adults.
Yeah,
Not-
adults.
Yeah.
yes.
But then how the heck does that like fly under the radar? I'm like, who regulates TikTok, because they're not doing a good job.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's just disgusting. So she was telling everyone like go like send this to TikTok, like this is wrong. So
Wow, that's
Yeah.
insane.
I know.
Well, you know how TikTok is like, isn't it Chinese or something?
I think so,
I think
yeah.
it used to be, or is it still?
Didn't somebody buy it out?
Yeah, I thought America bought it.
Oh, well then America, get on it. What's going on?
Yeah, that's
Because I was gonna say
awful.
I don't know how they handle things in other countries. That's why I don't know what they consider, what
Like,
they're
bad.
monitoring for. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But, gosh.
I know. It's disturbing, but I'm glad there's also people bringing awareness to the situation.
Yeah, I feel like TikTok is, I hate to use this word, but TikTok is very woke. Like, I feel like you can't get away with much on it,
Yeah.
which is good. People
Yeah,
are like,
you'll be called out for it.
yeah, people are watching. Not woke in the wrong way, you know what I mean? But
Well, and it's just like everyday people who, I don't know, who can just call attention to like everything. Like, I could post and go viral like on something. I don't know. It's just like you don't have to be popular to like get
Yeah.
your voice
It's
Yeah,
out.
almost
yeah.
like the non-influencer, non-super produced people videos almost do a little bit better on TikTok, I feel like.
Yeah.
Love that for us.
Yeah, I love that. Let's see. So this one is more like funny, I guess. And it was back in 2011. And everyone on Reddit, it was like a trend, I guess. They were adding salt to their Coca-Cola for 24 hours.
ew.
And
For
that
24 hours?
and that was it. That was literally it.
Oh, cocaine.
Or no, Coca-Cola, the soda.
Adding salt to it?
Yeah, it just says someone posted a comic that had just about everyone on Reddit adding salt to their Coca-Cola for 24 hours. People were swearing by it, but no one could tell if anyone was serious or if everyone was just having a laugh at the expense of people trying it.
Oh, that's
Like the
funny.
balsamic
Yes,
soda.
that's exactly what I thought of. That's why I screenshotted it, because I'm like, you can just get about everybody to try anything these days.
Literally, you could commit. I love the like factor cap on TikTok because so much of that stuff is fake. I'm like, what the heck?
Yes.
I like that they actually try it. You know what's funny though is I had a dream like recently. It was like sometime this week that I tried the balsamic thing again,
Uh-huh.
and it tasted like Coke. I was like, wow, I actually see what they're saying, but it was just a dream.
Yeah, I swear you can get anybody to try anything these days.
Yeah, that
There's
is
that
so
one,
random.
And then there's been so many.
Did you guys see the one where it was like the toothpaste? Like I forget what you had to do, but it would be like
to try and get it
the
to
3 color
Yes,
toothpaste, and you
yes.
could change it to.
You can mix it all together and in the tube, but it
It'll
always comes
still
out
come
in
out.
lines.
Yeah. That's what it was.
That's
Thank you.
truly alarming.
It was fake.
Yeah, it was fake.
It was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like I saw a video of like Hank Green like debunking it. He
Who's
like
that?
the author. Is that his name?
Huh.
Fault in Our Stars.
Oh,
John Green.
Oh,
Yeah.
John Green.
John Green.
Maybe I
Like John
swear,
Green as a
maybe I'm
TikTok?
thinking of maybe this guy's name is actually Hank Green, but he's just not actually who I thought. But it also could be.
There's
John
also,
Green.
I once saw a John Green post something, and I thought it was the same John Green, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'll let us know right now. Everyone's gonna think I'm an idiot.
No, everybody
No.
thinks those type of things. I'm
Yeah.
wrong about people all the time.
Yeah, me
Okay,
too.
yeah, no, I am thinking of the same. It's John Green, the author.
That is so interesting. John Green has a TikTok?
Yeah.
Wow.
John.
He's up to date. He's in the know.
Let me see if there's a Hank Green.
John Green's books are
Okay, no,
fabulous.
there is a Hank Green. And this is the one I was thinking of.
Can I see? Let me see him.
And they look alike. Maybe they're brothers.
Maybe
Oh,
they
is
are.
he the one with the glasses?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
He does
I've
all the
seen his
sciencey stuff,
videos.
but then look at John Green. This is boring content. Sorry, guys. You can't see anything that we're doing
This
right
is
now.
real life. Okay, they look like brothers.
Right?
That's crazy.
That's
Maybe that's
crazy.
my confusion is. Anyway.
Yeah, there was that. I think honestly, I just think of Glozell. Remember Glozell?
Yes, the cinnamon challenge.
cinnamon
The
challenge.
green girl, right?
Yes.
She was obsessed with green.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
Had
she
the
wore
big
green
hair.
lipstick and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I think of when I think weird challenges. I really just go back to Glozell.
Glozell.
Remember
that's
people were like
YouTube.
dying
Classic.
from that? Like the cinnamon
Yeah.
challenge?
Yes.
I remember
Dying?
my mom was like, don't you dare do that. Yeah, they were choking on it and like
Because you can't get
suffocating
it. Like
themselves.
removes all your moisture, and so if you're like
and then it's like a
and then
spice.
you breathe it in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know people were dying.
Yeah. Same with like Chubby Bunny.
Yep. My mom always told me that too.
Like
Mhm.
choking on
Not
the
to do it.
marshmallows.
Because
Yeah.
they can like melt too down your
And
throat.
literally all gets like block your airway.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I never did anything like that.
I did Chubby Bunny, but
Me
I
too.
didn't do the cinnamon one. But why would you want to?
I
Everyone
don't
that I
like
knew that did
cinnamon.
it threw up. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't wanna do
Literally
that.
it looked like miserable.
Yeah, cinnamon's not my vibe.
Yeah. Plus, a certain amount of cinnamon is toxic.
Toxic. Did you see that girl on TikTok that had cinnamon poisoning?
No.
She went through like a cinnamon fixation for like months, and she put cinnamon on everything. She like even her eggs.
Ew.
And she was
Ugh.
getting so sick. And her dad was a doctor and was like, I think it's the cinnamon. She got tested. She had like high levels of basically she was poisoning herself with cinnamon.
What's in
She
cinnamon?
cut out the cinnamon and it was normal. Well, I think it's just like everything in moderation.
Yeah, like
you know?
too much of anything. Same with vanilla
Mm.
extract.
Interesting.
Really?
Too much of vanilla extract is like poisonous.
Because especially with like natural things, because it can raise certain like
Yeah, 'cause
vitamin and
think,
mineral
when you
levels.
use
Oh, I
cinnamon-
see.
or when you use vanilla, it's a small amount.
Oh, so small. Yeah.
And so if you use a lot, yeah, I think it's just like a mineral or vitamin like overdose pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I could never like cinnamon that much.
I don't think like toxic, like you'll die, but you'll get sick.
Yeah.
It's just not good for you.
Yeah. Even like vitamins in general, you can like overdo it.
My mom, a good friend of my mom's, was told that she was vitamin deficient a very long time ago, vitamin D deficient. And she had been on vitamin D supplements for an extremely long time. And she went to the doctor and for like just like a checkup, and her vitamin D levels were so high. She was like near death, and her doctor told her it was going to take her years for her body to come down from that. Her doctor said, do not ever take vitamin D ever again. And she had to avoid vitamin D rich foods. Like,
Oh my
Like-
gosh.
yeah.
Wow.
Like people think, oh, I can just take these vitamins, do whatever I want every day. But no, you like actually, like it's something that should be monitored on like a regular basis.
You know what's crazy about
Wow.
vitamins? Not to go in a rabbit hole, but did you guys ever watch Dr. Mike on YouTube? Or is that
Oh,
his name?
yes.
Yeah, he was like handsome, so
Yes.
he kind of went
Oh,
viral.
Yes.
I did not think he was handsome. I thought. Anyways.
He's mid.
Yeah. I'm just not into white guys, I think. But
I think it's like a 7.
yeah, he just was like too like I
Just
don't know.
not your vibe.
Not my vibe.
He's pretty feminine.
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to say.
It's
Oh.
giving feminine vibes.
Metro.
Yes.
Yeah.
But He did a video about vitamins, and he was saying that like vitamins are not like regulated. Like you can make whatever you want and say it's a vitamin. And so he was saying like vitamins aren't necessary unless you're told that you're deficient. And a lot of people are taking these vitamins and like nobody knows what's in them really. Like anybody can make a vitamin. It's not like, I don't know if it's not like FDA regulated or what, but he was saying like that they don't. I was just blown away.
Yeah. I used to like grab whatever vitamins at like Target, and I stopped doing that because I like heard the same thing. Now like the vitamins I buy, like they say exactly where they're sourced from, like they're extremely transparent. But yeah, if you go look at vitamins like wherever, Target, Rite Aid, it's like not, there's zero regulation behind them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They probably just have like a bunch of fillers in them.
That's what he was
and
saying.
not even working. Like it's
Right,
pointless.
exactly. Like you're just taking a whatever pill and it's not doing
Yeah.
anything.
Crazy.
I want to try, speaking of vitamins, I want to try Dr. Amen's Brain MD vitamins.
Oh.
He has a
I wanna
line of
try that.
vitamins that I've been wanting to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
So-
like if a doctor made them, you're better off than like freaking a food company.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
what they're like. A lot of these vitamin companies have been bought out by like big companies that aren't like health-based companies. They're
Yeah.
like food companies or things like that. So
And food companies
all about
definitely
cutting
don't care
costs.
about us.
no,
Terrifying. Did you know Bill Gates owns over 200,000 acres of American land right now?
Oh my god.
Farmland?
He freaks me out.
he's a sketchy.
I used to
dude.
think he was like this nice little old man because that's what he looks like.
Terrifying.
But then like COVID and everything, and people just kind of started exposing him and his agendas. I was like, oh, he's scary.
Scary. That has nothing to do with vitamins, but I just thought about it. 200,000 acres.
He
Yeah,
wants
that's
us all
crazy.
to die.
That's truly terrifying. And this is the last one. This is probably the weirdest. Like, I've never thought about this. I don't know how this would bother anybody. It's about it's called, instead of fat people hate, it's far people hate. So let me explain. It's like when you take a photo, for example, say you're like, I don't know, at a landmark, like a US landmark, and you take a photo and there's people that are far away in the photo. It's about those people.
Like you hate them?
Yeah, like you hate far people in photos.
Like they roast them or what?
like, or like they bother them.
they bother them. Like, you're
Come
so
on,
far away.
people.
You're so far away. in
What
photo.
on earth?
I've never
See,
ever
I'm
thought
just
about.
shocked by the human race every day.
I know.
Yeah, it's like that's got to be a joke.
Like you just want to be mad at something.
Yeah, it says, okay, so this is one of the people. Genuinely did not know that. Thanks for sharing. I just hate far people, I guess. And the person, like, in charge of the page commented back, it's for good reason. Far people ruin so many pictures. You think you found a beautiful picture of a landscape without any humans clogging up the place, only to find some far blank with their ugly shadow ruining the scenery by their mere
My
existence.
gosh.
What? Okay, I can understand being like, oh, that's annoying. Like all these people in the background. That I get, but to like let it breed hatred inside
Enough
of
for
you,
you to make a post.
this person needs to learn Photoshop. Is what they need to
Yeah.
Literally,
do.
you can remove people.
A full page dedicated to hating these human beings.
And what, like, you want to go to a landmark and be the only person there? I'm confused. That's never going to happen.
Isn't that wild?
But you know what's crazy is, have you heard of like the stories? There's been multiple instances where two people that like married each other
Yes.
were in the same photo when they were little and had no idea.
That happened
Yes.
well, I mean, we're not married yet, and we weren't that little. But me and Xavier are in. He went
no
to.
way. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as wild because, like, we're from
no,
the same
that's
town
wild,
and everything.
though.
Well, you guys
think
knew
so?
you were in the same environment.
Yeah.
Like you knew he went
Yeah,
to
yeah.
high school group.
I knew he went to high school group, so I went looking for the photo. But we went to the same high school ministry church thing. And I never met him, though, or ever knew who he was or anything like that. So that's kind of weird. Like, I don't even remember ever seeing him, hearing his name, anything. But we both went on this group trip to the ranch house, which that's kind of rare too, because I went to the ranch house at least 10 times. But I happened to go on the same one that he did, and I looked for the group photo up and down, and I found it, and I'm in it, and he's in it. It's like a picture of like 50 kids at least.
How old were you?
Probably like
Like it was high school.
like a
High
junior.
school, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
It's just weird that you could be in the same room as like your future
And never
spouse
know.
and not know.
Janara and I have a picture like that together where we were like at the same Bible study. Not even a huge group, but when we were a part of that Bible study, which this sounds bad, but I literally did not know his name. And
Yeah.
we were just like in a photo together.
it's
We
like
were
you have
like
no clue who
we were
they
like
are.
4 people away from each other, but he was just some kid there.
Yeah,
Wow.
like just
Yeah.
one
Just
of the
some guy.
many.
Uh-huh.
That happened to Trent's childhood friend. He was, when he was little, I think he was like 2 or 3. He was the ring bearer, and his future wife was the flower girl, and they were in a wedding together, and they eventually got married.
No way.
Shut your mouth. That's
freaking
cute.
Isn't that
cute.
cute? So they have a picture when they're like 3 years old, like walking down the aisle
They
together.
better put it at their wedding. Did they get married?
Yes, they've been married a few years.
I would literally blast that photo, make it huge,
Isn't
and
that
like put it on
cute?
a like freaking, what are those things called? An easel or whatever.
Isn't that cute?
My first boyfriend and I were in the same preschool class, and we didn't realize it until
That
We
is
were
so
older.
nuts. This may be like
Aw.
a Bakersfield thing though, but
Like small town thing. But I think it could happen anywhere, really.
well, I saw this one. It went like viral on the internet of like a couple. I'm pretty sure they were from different towns, but they were at Disneyland on the same day, and the little one of them is in the background.
yes,
of
that's the one I
another's
had in
picture.
Wow.
mind. They were like on the Today Show or something
Mhm. Yeah, it was like
That's
big.
crazy.
because they weren't even from the same city.
Yeah,
That was like
it was just literally
like
pure
happenstance.
chance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that
Love
right?
that.
Happenstance.
Yep, happenstance.
I remember before I met Xavier, like thinking like, I wonder if I've ever like met my future like husband or whatever, or like I always used to think I don't think I know them yet. Like I just had
Yeah.
a feeling, and
Mhm.
sure enough, I was right.
Yeah, that's crazy. Trent said, because I thought the first time I met him was at summer camp, but he met me like months prior. And it was so funny because I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time. Like him and I met Trent together. And I don't even remember. I was just so like, I think he said that we walked up together, and then our friend Greg, our mutual friend Greg, introduced me to him, and I was like, oh, hi, and didn't even bat an eye.
That's
and that's the
crazy.
first time he remembers meeting me. And I was
They
like,
say
that's so weird.
statistically, I can't remember exactly what the statistic is, but it's high that like by the age of like 21 or something like that,
You
there's
already
like a 75% chance that you've already met the person you're going to marry.
And it could just be just a random
Could literally be
Person.
anyone.
That's crazy.
So-
single ladies out there.
Yeah, you've probably already met your spouse.
which I remember I'd hear that and I'd be like, oh yikes, I don't like any of them.
But yeah, it's like you could literally not even remember meeting
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Just-
exactly.
Just totally in like passing.
Mm-hmm.
So and honestly, it could be the person that's in your friend zone right now.
Yeah, so quit hating on the far people because they could be your
Your future close person.
Yeah, literally.
your next partner. So
Can you believe that? Isn't that just bizarre?
yeah.
It's bizarre what human beings just hate.
I know. I'm like, you're miserable.
Yeah, like
Literally.
I honestly can't think of something that weird that I hate.
I always think like when people get like road rage, or you see a video of a Karen just like absolutely losing her mind, I'm like, I'm not saying I'm great, but like I just could not get that worked up over something like that.
To like scream
To
at people.
scream and like threaten the police and all this stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
oh my
something
gosh.
else is going on with you.
Yeah, there's not a lot of things too that I hate that I could say.
Yeah.
I really, off the top of my head, cannot think of anything that I absolutely hate.
Oh,
No.
I hate cockroaches.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep.
But that's normal. Like, come on,
Yeah.
Yeah,
people.
I don't hate like a person for like doing anything.
I
Yeah.
saw this video of this woman, older woman, freaking out at CVS over her like prescription. And
Oh
she
my
was like
goodness.
screaming the prescription number at the top of her lungs. And the guy was like, calm down so I can help you. Like, I cannot understand you yelling like
Why
this.
was she so upset?
Who knows? You never know the backstory, but I'm like, girl,
Comite.
if people just, if I don't know, if like, if you get upset like that, if you just act normal, what you want will be achieved much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is beyond me why people get so upset about those things.
Like silly things.
It blows my mind. Which I guess you never know what someone has going on, but still, I just feel like that is unreal.
Yeah.
What could possibly be going on that is that terrible?
Yeah. Some
You
people
know?
just react crazily.
Yeah.
Or they have some trauma or something's wrong to where
That
they
it
react
triggers
triggering
that way.
itself
Yeah.
in that way.
yeah, triggers it. Like
Mhm.
triggers your
Which
fight
is
or
sad,
flight.
but I'm like, you need help then.
Yeah.
Come on. My hands are so dry. I'm just now looking at them. They're all,
No
Yeah.
lotion.
I need some lotion. I never put on lotion after I shower. Toxic trait.
Me either.
That's why I look like this.
I haven't in years. I know my legs are always so ashy, and I wonder why. I never put lotion on.
I do, but I used to be bad about it.
I do like on occasion.
I do in the summer, I should say,
Yeah.
because like I show my legs more and stuff, my
Mhm.
body.
Yep.
Yeah, like if I'm wearing shorts or something that day, then I will. But other than that, people that do it every time out of the shower, I'm like, wow, you are inspirational to me. After the shower, I'm like,
True American
I'm
heroes.
done.
The key too, though, is finding a product that you really like. Because if
Mhm.
you really like the product, you're more likely to
True.
use
Put
it.
it on.
Whenever I have bum cream, I use that thing up.
Mm-hmm.
I love. Have you smelled the new one? The pink
Oh,
one?
it smells so
think
good. I
should-
smelled it the other
I just
day.
smelled
So
the spray
good.
that you had. Was it right?
Yes, I had a spray, but it's a different one. I'll have you smell. It smells like Baccarat Rouge.
Wow.
It smells
It's yummy.
so good. 10 out of 10.
I like want to taste that bum cream. I know it's not going to taste good, but you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, it
it
smells
just
so
smells so
good.
good. It almost seems like a coconut yogurt or something.
Yeah, so yummy. Well, that was all the Reddit posts, the weird ones. I'm sure there's thousands of other ones, but I just handpicked a few ones that might.
Yeah, if you ever want some
interesting.
entertainment, just
Go to
search
Reddit.
any topic on Reddit. Literally.
will
Yeah,
find
we'll have to
something.
revisit this in a later episode and
Mhm.
come back with some more juicy ones.
Yeah,
I
there's
want to
some good
read the ones about like crimes and stuff because people
Ooh,
will
yeah.
post like their theories or like people from their hometown that like
Know
my
more about it.
cousin is like was in their class in second grade or stuff like that. I just love the tea.
Yeah. So if you have a Reddit post that you know of or think is interesting, send it to us, please, because we are nosy.
We'll react
People.
to it.
Yeah, we'll react to it.
Also, sometimes it's informational. Like I know people do Reddit for like plants.
Yes.
Yes, I'm in a few groups that are informational. Like I'm in a coffee one.
I've used
Few-
the Reddit thread. Well, not used, but like there was a topic. I can't remember what it was. It was like a health concern that I had.
Mm-hmm.
And the only place I could find anything that described what I was talking about was on Reddit.
Yeah.
Of other
Love.
people. Because I was trying, I'm like, what is this symptom? It was like, I used to get like this empty feeling in my stomach after I ate. Like I was full, like I was going to throw up. And like the only time I could find anything, I would try to Google it. Like, why do I feel like this after I eat? Turns out it was because I had H. pylori. But Google, like all the normal Google things weren't showing me that.
Yeah, it's like if you need to find something niche,
Yes.
be on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I did that for Stevie when she ate a bunch of chocolate. I went to Reddit immediately because it was like I knew I could find real people who have been through that before and I could get advice from and most of them were like, oh, they're fine. Which if you're out there and your dog ate chocolate, it's not as bad as you think. Like,
Yeah, no, it just upsets their stomach, right?
Yeah, I think
Unless they eat a ton.
yes,
I
it
think.
depends on how much, especially like how big your dog is.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
thank you, Reddit, for calming me down because that was pretty
Yeah,
nerve-wracking.
traumatic.
Traumatic.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, let us know. Also, if you are enjoying this podcast, we would love if you guys shared a post or a little picture of you listening to this in your car or wherever at the gym. Share it to your Instagram stories, and that'll really help us out, help grow the pod, because we would love to have more of you join the Literally Same family. So we appreciate you guys. Leave us reviews on Apple Podcasts, 5 stars on Spotify. You guys are amazing, and enjoy your week. And on that note, Literally Same.